All right, so let's get on with the details of the implementation. Like I did in the last video or 2 videos ago for linear search, I'm going to give you some rough pseudocode, some kind of bullet points that you can follow, and you can fill in the blanks. It's not going to be a line-by-line guide to what you need to do, but it should set you on the right track. And if you have the time, the energy, the willpower to do it, to actually write it out yourself, I highly recommend it. It's not terribly long. It's maybe 8 lines, definitely less than 10. And 2 of those are just the function definition anyway, so it's pretty short and definitely worth your time. So write a function, we'll call it binary search, and it accepts a sorted array. Remember, we have to assume that it's sorted and a value that you're looking for. And let's also assume we're only working with numbers for now. Then you need to create 2 variables. One that's going to point to the index that that we're starting at, so 0 for our left arrow, our left pointer, and then a right pointer at the far other end of the array, the end. So that's going to be whatever the length is minus 1. So we'll have left is 0, and then right is 10 or 1000 or whatever the end of the array is. Then roughly what you're going to do, you're going to loop over and over, and there's 2 things that you're checking for. One is, have you found the element? So while you haven't found the element, keep looping. But along with that, there's a second condition, which is you want to make sure that you're only looping while the left comes before the right pointer. And then you're also going to pick the middle. And you can just take an average of the left and the right, not the values, remember, but the position. So if left starts at 0 and right starts at 10, then you could take the middle to be 5. And then you're basically going to loop, and you're going to check, first of all, is the element equal to the middle? Is the middle what we're looking for? If it is, then just return, we're done. So if you find that value, return the index. If the value is too small, then you're going to move the left pointer up. And if the value is too large, you move the right pointer down. And then finally, at the end, if you never find the value, just return -1. Okay, so there is some flexibility in your implementation. There's a couple things I didn't mention here that we'll talk about in the next video, like small changes we could make. But this is a rough outline. You pick a left, you pick a right, you pick a middle, and then you loop. And you basically keep looping while the middle is not the answer. Then you're going to check if your value is less than or greater than the middle. And then depending on that, you reassign the left or the right, and you pick a new middle. So in the next video, I'll have a solution walkthrough.